Businesses all across the planet are looking to make connections with people. Well, guess what? Divine Connections magazine is helping businesses not only walk in their purpose and passion, but to get connected to their potential. That's right. You've got to connect to your potential, and you can make it happen now because it is time to know your worth. As you get connected to people all across the planet, Divine Connections magazine will make it happen. And get featured in the magazine today and get your copy now, because there's no other time than a divine time to get connected to Divine Connections magazine.
Terrell Goodman is the CEO of TS&F Consultant and Management, LLC, a veteran-owned and operated family business that offers professional services for veterans. This company operates with a group of associate members with an average of 38 years of hands-on experience in their respective professions. They are committed to the highest principles, standards, and values to assure each client's success. To find out more, contact TS&F Consultant and Management, LLC today. Just call 877-365-0817, extension 104.
Great day, everyone. Hope all is well. I am Dolores Williams with Divine Connections. Divine Connection is a magazine that comes out quarterly in print as well as online. We connect with different businesses, entrepreneurs, gospel artists, praise dance, mimes, and we just had a phenomenal Divine Connection 11th magazine anniversary as well. So if you want to get connected, this is how you do it. Subscribe to our email list at divineconnectionsmagazine.com to stay updated with the news and updates. Also, we're on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing, so make sure you like that page. We are also on Instagram at Divine Connections and YouTube. If you would go to and subscribe to that channel at The Divine Connections. We are so excited about things that are going on, and I'm definitely excited because it's September the 15th and today is my birthday. So God has blessed me to see 43 years. I'm 43. And I just want to give all the honor, all the glory, and then I'll put my information below. But let's keep moving forward. The magazine for September just came out as well. Awesome. So the new issue is here. So go to divineconnectionsmagazine.com/subscription to get your copy. So we have Bruce George on the back. Genius is coming. And we have Mr. Antonio Smith, who is a millionaire and wants to help make others 100,000 millionaires. Okay, so make sure you guys get that information and get connected, doing great things in the community. Also, if you would like to be a sponsor, we have 30-second spots available for 3 months agreement, and that allows you to be a sponsor and have a 30-second commercial before or after the show on Wednesdays that we have. So if you have a commercial, need a commercial, or would like to be a sponsor to help spread your good news, you can do that at or email me at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. If you are a business owner, if you have a ministry, a book, or a gospel artist, and you would like a 30-second or a 60-second commercial created for your business or your organization, we help with that as well. Go to divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com, and we look forward to serving you. I have been nominated for Dunamis Gospel Awards Media Publication of the Year. So if you would, go out and vote, DunamisGospelAwards.org. You click on everyone, at least one person in each category. When you get down to a Media Publication of the Year, click Divine Connections, Divine Connections, Divine Connections. And I will greatly appreciate that. That is unlimited up until October the 8th, I believe. And so I am grateful. Again, it is my birthday celebration. I am 42, so you can cash up I Overflow or do a PayPal at ioverflow@gmail.com. And the next big thing, listen, we just had one big great event. We have one more for the year. It's going to be Saturday, October the 23rd. It's going to be Divine Connections pop up. We're going to have vendors. We're going to have praise dance. We're going to have mimes. Okay, so if you are in the area where you like to be a part, registration for praise dance and mime groups are only $25. I only have 3 spots for praise dance groups left and 3 spots for mime groups left. So if you are interested, please text 336-338-8903. And also there is vendor opportunity. So if you would like to be a vendor, make sure you text 336-338-8903 and we will contact you. We're going to finish the year off with the bang, and we want to connect with other businesses, get ready for Christmas. And so we have great things going on. All right. So that is the Divine Connections news. Awesome. And I have two magnificent, wonderful people today. There's like 2 duos today because they have some great information that's going to impact the community. And I want them to come on and share it with you so we could, one, prepare ourselves for greater and be in the most healthiest state and get the knowledge and wisdom of health and wellness as well. All right, so I'm going to bring them on. So hold tight. We have the wonderful Miss Patricia Chris in the house, and we also have Mr. Anthony Stroman as well. How are you all?
Wonderful. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Awesome. So we will let the young ladies go first. So Miss Patricia, for those who don't know you, would you please introduce yourself and tell them a little bit about yourself?
I am a classical naturopath, meaning that I do all natural healing. Many people think that just if they have a cold or if they have cancer, that just the disease. But to heal, it's mental, physical, spiritual, and energetic. So I look at all 4 parts. And all disease has an emotional root. Every organ in the body has an emotional root. Nothing can manifest on this physical plane without it coming from a thought. But I had a very dysfunctional childhood. So I got into this field. The creator actually pushed me into this field. I just went on a journey of healing me. And I ended up in this field. And I was really surprised at how much I do understand the human body. And every single person is different. I have no protocols because you can have 2 people go through the same trauma and it's going to manifest in different ways. And everyone is a product of what they have gone through in their lives. So I look at healing, and we were talking about, well, Anthony is going to be talking about wealth. And with all my clients, they know I always talk about there's 3 roots to everything: fear, anger, sorrow. All disease is rooted in either fear, anger, or sorrow. And anger affects money. So when people come to me financially challenged, I'm looking at anger. Anger comes from when a person sees themselves and they see themselves with shame. That affects their money. People that are angry that have money will spend it on other people, but won't spend it on themselves. So I have a
Wow.
there's 100,000 electrical pathways. By the time I run the scan, there is nothing that you will not know or I will not know about your body, because your body tells all your business. And so that's what I do. But I do want to talk a little bit about just healing and what it means to heal. Because the body, even the medical researchers and scientists have proven now that the body is designed to live 120 years healthy. It is not designed to break down as we age. I'm 67 years old. I haven't been to a medical doctor since 2007. I know blood pressure, diabetes, nothing. It is lifestyle. And all of that affects health. Diet is huge. 96% of all disease can be eliminated simply through diet. And what many people, they'll come in and they think that they're eating healthy and they actually aren't. Sugar is a huge problem in this country. 85 to 90% of the population of this is lactose and gluten intolerant, and they are addicted to sugar. 1 tablespoon of sugar decreases the immune system in an adult 50% for 3 to 5 hours. It eats calcium, that's bones, muscles, and teeth. It eats red blood cells, that's iron and fatigue. And even the federal government in February of 2017 said that sugar is the main cause of cancer. But sugar, all alcohol, all starch, all carbs, all sugar, honey, agave, maple syrup, lactose, fructose, etc., and fruit all break down to sugar. So it's not just that table sugar or brown sugar, but when the body processes all of this, it breaks down to sugar. There's a super candida that's been out in this country the past 10, 11 years. The medical field was starting to talk about it in December of 2019. That COVID hit, they aren't talking about it. But again, 85 to 90% of the population of this country has this super candida. Anyone that takes an antibiotic automatically gets it. Anyone that takes a steroid automatically gets it. Or if sugar is 30% or more of your daily diet. I get a lot of vegans and vegetarians. I'm a vegan. I get a lot of vegans and vegetarians that come in with candida. They bulk up on fruits and legumes. Legumes are not a complete protein. They are a protein starch. So half breaks down to amino acid, half breaks down to sugar. So I always, with vegans and vegetarians, it's important to have healthy protein in your life because every cell in the body needs protein. So I use Nutiva organic hemp protein powder, and that gives me 15 grams of protein per serving, and it's nothing but pure organic hemp. It is so powerful and pure that it has to be refrigerated, and it is only good for 3 months after opening. Also, the herb horsetail by Nature's Way and Solaray or Gaia organic nettles, taking those two herbs together daily makes a complete protein. I've been taking them for years. And then the third way that I get protein, organic brown rice or organic black rice with an organic leafy green vegetable in a meal, that also makes a complete protein. Now, if you have candida, you got to be careful because you can't do the rice until you get rid of the candida because that breaks down to sugar. Another thing is immunity. With COVID and everything that's going on now, the defense is a healthy immune system. So I have people that tell me, oh, my immune system healthy, I never get sick. And I say, what happens if you do get sick? They say, oh, that I'm sick for a long time and this and the other. That's an unhealthy immune system. A healthy immune system is not determined by whether you get sick or not. It's what happens if you do get sick. So if you get sick and within a day or two, it's gone, then you have a healthy immune system. But stress is one of the first things that affects your immune system. And right now, this pandemic, a lot of people are very stressed and this. But some really simple ways, if you go sit in nature, go find a park, go sit on a park bench in nature. Total brain quiet, no phones, no nothing. Just sit in nature for 15 minutes a day. Nature is so calming and peaceful to the body. So that will help just to give some balance to all of this stuff that's going on. And then the adrenals are the organ that handles stress. The adrenals and the kidneys are the organs of longevity. They will determine how long a person lives. And the ears show the size of the kidneys. Look at people that are 80, 90, 100 years old, with big ears. And once I found that out, the size of my ears actually change. I will travel when I get back home because I'm not eating what I normally, my ears can go up and down. So start looking at your ears. It's really amazing. But those are the organs of longevity. They determine how long a person lives. That's about all that I have to say right now. I do have I have posted on Facebook and suggested people with the COVID going around to boost your immune system. Vitamin C, D3K2, selenium, zinc are 4 things that help to keep your immune system up. But also I've been suggesting that people not eat dairy because even if you're not lactose intolerant, dairy creates mucus in the body and can also break down your immune system. And then sugar, of course, and stress, if you can keep that at a minimum. Also, there's a silver. Now, Anthony sells a silver. I sell a silver from a company in there. I had asked him if he knew who developed it because they sound pretty much the same, the ingredients and what they do. But the silver will, mine is patented, and it's patented by the government to kill bacteria on contact and 145 viruses. I've been taking it every day for the past 14 years, but that will keep your immune system. But what I've been suggesting to people is on my mask, especially when they stopped telling people, the CDC told people they didn't have to wear masks anymore. I didn't agree with that. Anyone coming into my office has still had to completely wear a mask. But I started spraying my mask on the inside and the outside with silver because the lungs are one of the 5 primary routes of elimination. It won't do this. And it is one of the primary routes of elimination. So when you're breathing with the mask on, what is detoxing from your lungs can come into your face and skin. So I spray the silver to protect from what my body is detoxing. And then I spray the outside to protect me from other people, because many people don't realize me wearing a mask is protecting you. It's not protecting you from me. I mean, me from you. It's protecting you from me. And another thing I've been doing is I put silver on my toothpaste because we get all kinds of germs and stuff in the mouth. So if you put your silver on your toothpaste every day, that's going to help. It will also go into the gums of your teeth, which goes directly into your bloodstream. So that can take it throughout the whole body. And then in people with homes, I've been spraying my air conditioning and heating filter. Normally you would change it every 3 months. I've been changing mine every 3 days because my office is in my home, so I have people coming in and out. But I change it not every 3 days, every 3 weeks, but I spray it with silver front and back. So I've really been using, and even I've been using the silver for years, even when I travel. So if I go into a hotel, I spray the light switches down, the remote down, the faucets, and the bed. I've been doing that even before COVID. So I'm continuing to do that. But I have a spray bottle that I carry with me in my purse. I've been doing that for 14 years. And then the silver gel, I would put that on my hands before I went into stores. So that will protect me without having to wear the gloves that can have latex and other things that can affect the body and all of that.
Awesome. Those are great tips for sure.
Thank you.
Awesome. So now we would like for Mr. Anthony to share. That was a good nugget for our health. So let's talk about a little bit of health as well as finances with Mr. Anthony. Thank you for sharing, Ms. Patricia, and we'll come back to you.
You're welcome.
Hey, great job, Patricia. Great
Thank
job,
you.
great job, great job. Well, listen, Dolores, thanks again. Happy birthday to you, my dear.
Thank you.
And for you to do this on your birthday says a lot about your commitment. That is very, very special. So I
Yes.
salute you, my sister. I really do.
Thank
And so Patricia covered a lot of fantastic information about health, and I'm going to touch on just a few things when it comes to I call it the intersection. So let me back up and give you a little background about myself. Just a little background. I am a former banker. I used to work for Bank of America many years ago in the branch management area. And I work with a lot of different financial companies. And I also work with a lot of health and wellness companies over the years. And so what happened was, Dolores, many years ago, I was saying, wait a minute, because I'm about focus. And I realized that I had a passion for health and wellness, and I had a passion for financial education. And so the vision came to me that I need to talk about both at the same time. And that's when the vision was birthed in me. And now we're getting ready to do some international thing on the same level. And so when I speak at conferences and do radio and TV shows, it's the same thing. And I always like to keep it simple by saying there's an intersection between both of those topics. They affect one another. Patricia alluded to it, they affect one another. So my whole idea when I started this crusade is to help people to do three main things. Is number one is to master headquarters, and we know what that is. That's the 6 inches between our ears. That's the supercomputer that controls everything, our decision-making power. Everything is dealing with how we think, the process of our thoughts, and all of that. Because I realize when you talk about health and when you talk about finances, and many people heard these things before. We know about budgeting, we know about saving, we know about it. We've heard that all our lives. But I've realized that the reason why many people don't do those things because they haven't mastered headquarters. It doesn't matter what you know, it only matters what you do. A smoking doctor knows about health, but they don't have any wisdom because they smoke cigarettes.
Come on now.
So it's not knowing about these things like what Patricia was talking about. A lot of people know a bunch of stuff, but they get confused with knowing and doing. Sometimes we say faith, come by hearing. I like to say faith come by hearing, but results come by doing.
That's right.
That's what the game is played. It's about doing, because we can hear things all day long. All these platforms that you have, Dolores, people can hear this stuff, but what has happened? People have become professional hearers. And they become amateurs at doing, and they wonder why they stay at the same level because they haven't understood. I heard what Patricia said. I heard what Dolores said. All these other great people that you know, Dolores and Patricia, you heard it. But then why it's not working for me? Because it's the doing, it's the action. That's what it's about. And so we have to get back to mastering headquarters. So I came up with a few things about this, and all this is going to tie in mastering these things. So I say to people, master headquarters, master your health, and master financial power. But the headquarters is first. Now, let me talk a little about headquarters because that's where it's at, right? So my mornings, for example, are sacred to me. Now, everybody's different. I'm just telling you what I do. In the morning, I don't even look at my phones unless I'm listening to something that's educational till after 9 o'clock in the morning. Because my mornings are sacred to me. That's how passionate I am about my morning. It's like a campaign in the morning every day. And that's why I feel good 7 days a week, because I spend so much time on headquarters. See, these things are not automatic. Like Patricia was talking about, the brilliant recommendations she gave. This stuff don't happen automatic. You got to be intentional about that. Okay? The challenge is the environment. See, prosperity works best in the right environment. Prosperity works best when it's in the right environment. I don't watch this TV, the news, all that negative stuff, killing and murder. That stuff don't do nothing for you. Okay, in the morning? Oh no, that's the worst way to start your day. So I believe in something called DTI, okay, and VTI. Okay, DTI, because we get information coming to us all the time. We're bombarded all the time with information. But information does not bring transformation, conversion does. Okay? Information does not bring transformation, conversion does. So we're getting a lot of negative information coming at you and positive information. So DTI, and again, this is across the board, health, finances, personal life, everything, it don't matter. Okay? So DTI stands for destructive thoughts and ideas. They come at us all the time. Destructive thoughts and ideas. VTI is victorious thoughts and ideas. That's the dividing line that you got to make a choice. You say, you know what? I'm going to operate in VTI, victorious thoughts and ideas. So when these thoughts come to you, how do you handle them, right? Because here's the principle. The lifespan of a thought is determined by how much attention you give it. Let me say that one more time. It's very important. The lifespan of a thought is determined about how much attention you give to that thought. See, thoughts hate to be ignored. Okay? They hate to be ignored. Because many people, unfortunately, have developed a negative vocabulary. And they don't even know it. It's a habit. Okay? They're walking around saying things all the time. It's just a habit. I like to correct them from time to time when it's appropriate. Because they don't realize it. They're unconscious about what they're saying. So an uncontrolled mind limits what you do and able to do, an uncontrolled mind. And that's the challenge with most people. Their minds are so uncontrolled. They don't manage their mind. Mind management. You got to maintenance and manage your mind. Very important. So I call it mind management. Okay? Because here's the thing. Every thought has a life or death attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
Every thought that you think has a life or death message attached to it. So you have to be able to filter the things that's not edifying, developing, and growing you. And I use my armor to get that done. So you got to have something. See, people that walk around, they have nothing to compare it with. And so anything goes, right? But when you have a filter, when that information comes and say, does this agree with my Bible knowledge in this example? And when it doesn't agree, hit the delete button right away. Okay? Because if you let it settle and it gets into your core belief system, it's like it's difficult to get off, right? To get on that hard drive, right? Okay? It's hard to get off. But once it comes, if you delete it right away, then you're on your way to capture the thought and then delete the thought. Because what I know, knowledge, and when it comes to finances, health, or whatever area that you're talking about, knowledge in its proper use wins battles. Let me say that one more time. Knowledge in its proper use wins battles. Because you can have knowledge and use it for destruction, or you can have it to win battles. Everything's about a choice. And what I've learned teaching, doing finances, even with kids, I ask kids sometimes, and now I do it with adults too, the difference between a need and a want. They don't know. I say, hey, a TV in your room, is that a need or a want? Oh, that's a need. They call it a need. Well, grown-ups have the same challenge. They don't know the difference, many of them, between a need and a want. And that's why their decision-making is off. And they wonder why. Why did I make that decision? Because where we are right now is based on decisions what we made in the past. But here's the good news. Every new day can be Happy New Year. That's what I love about life. Every new day can be Happy New Year. No matter what you did in the past, because people are prison to their past. Your future is more important than your past. So I don't care if you have $10 in the bank. It doesn't matter. What I want you to make sure you have is to have a prosperity mindset, an abundant mindset, because that's where it begins. Some people feel they don't deserve, and this is a big issue with self-esteem. They don't deserve to do well financially. They think that way, Dolores. They think, I don't deserve to make a lot of money. And all these different crazy myths. If I got money, I'm not going to be a nice person. Listen, money just reveals who you are, whether you got a lot or not. It just reveals who you are. Okay? If you got a good heart, I keep it simple. You got a good heart with good money, you do good things. Let me say it again. Good heart, good money, good things. Because you can do a lot more with money than you can with poverty. Poverty is not a badge of honor. And people are teaching this stuff. It's trying to be humble. It's okay to be in poverty. Listen, it's not okay. The best thing you can do with a poverty person is not be one of them.
Right.
Okay? So we got to change this thinking process. It's all messed up the way people are thinking. Again, it goes back to headquarters. If you've been fed wrong thinking since you grew up, it takes a minute to get that stuff out of your mind. And that's why you have to be what I call a mental drill sergeant. Every morning, you got to drill yourself, because when you walk out that door,
that's right.
That's where the battle begins. So you got to have a mental drill sergeant. That's why I spend so much time in the morning. I get up 5. I don't have to get up that early. I get up 5:30 in the morning because I'm working on headquarters. And that's why 7 days a week I feel good every day. People say, Anthony, why you never have a bad attitude? I don't believe in having a bad attitude. I feel good every day. I expect to feel good. Something good is going to happen to me today. I'm talking to 2 beautiful ladies right now. Something already good is happening to me. Life is good. Life is good. So anyway, I want to mention this also very quickly, and I'll pass it back to you, Dolores.
Okay.
One of the things that I'm doing recently, I've been doing this for a while, but I took it to another level. And I'm concerned about families. God created the family, right, ladies? He created the family. And families are going through so much right now, okay? And we want to help families. So what we decided to do is help 100,000 families who want to be helped. Now, how do we do this? I call it the 3H principle. Very simple, okay? The first thing, and I'm doing a virtual event on the 25th, Dolores, and I'll get that information to you, my friend. But the first thing for families, the first H stands for attitude. Oh, my God. Attitudes in the family. That is always stuff. But I'm going to deal with it. And I know when I do this on this virtual, they're going to be thinking, has he been listening to our family? No. Families got the same stuff going on all over the place, okay?
Yes.
So people gonna think I'm reading their mail. That's the Holy Spirit reading their mail, but it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna hit them right between the eyes. So I'm dealing with attitudes in the family,
Mm.
all the family rivalry and bad attitudes and siblings and jealous and envy, all of this crazy stuff that's keeping the family apart. Let me
Mm-hmm.
just say it this way, if I can be kind. Life is too short to be miserable.
Got that right.
It's too short to be miserable. So all this foolishness in the family, I'm going to deal with it on this event. So a healthy attitude is what
Mm-hmm.
we need in the family. Okay? And you all know what it is. I mean, it's really the fruit of the spirit. Love, peace, joy, all
Yeah.
these things the family's supposed to be doing. And Satan is attacking the families left and
Come
right.
on, sir.
Oh,
Right.
your cousin said about you, she don't like you. Your
Mm-hmm.
brother's envious of you. You got a college degree. All these thoughts that attack the
Mm-hmm.
family minds and keeping us divided. And Satan is just jumping up and down like a cheerleader because we're destroying ourselves within the family. Okay?
Mm.
So we have to attack the family. So that's the first thing. Attitude, attitude, attitude. And you ladies know this. One of the most powerful things that we have is the power of forgiveness. Oh my God. And it's almost like when people don't have forgiveness, it's almost like somebody wants something to happen bad to a person and you drinking the poison.
Mm.
Unforgiveness is destructive. So if
My,
anybody who's hearing this information, get that out of your heart. And that's what I love about love not about myself, but the way I'm free from this stuff, I
mm-hmm.
have no heart against anybody. Okay? Because I walk in love every day, no matter, even if you say something negative, I turn it around, walking in love every day. Every day. That's my style. That's my lifestyle. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm allergic, you know this, Dolores, I'm allergic to negative people. I know how to
Amen.
guard, I know how to guard my mind now. Okay? And
That's
and I don't debate with people. They got negative, and what if they say? I already got a perimeter around my mind. That thing is
right.
bouncing so fast, it doesn't affect me. Because I thought of myself in the morning. Okay? Now,
Mm-hmm.
so the first H is what? The first H is healthy attitude for the family.
Mm-hmm.
The second H is, like Patricia talked about, healthy bodies.
Mm-hmm.
The third H, healthy finances.
Yes.
Now, if we can tie all those together and help families in those three areas, now we're talking about really living the abundant life.
Come
And
on
we
now.
want everybody to win because this is what I want all your listening audience to catch something. You know, people talking about catching things. Gotta watch those words, right? I
Yeah.
want everybody to catch something. A winfection.
Mm.
Everybody catch a winfection. Remember, it's all about headquarters. It is all about headquarters because the word tells us how to think in Philippians 4:8. It tells you how to think, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so we do that, then we think that way, it becomes a habit, right? So it's all about, and Patricia talked about this in a way, it's about lifestyle disease when it comes to health. Lifestyle disease. Because basically when it comes to health, two simple things. You either say yes to some things or no to some things. Last night I did a class about health,
Mm-hmm.
and I made it very simple because I like to keep things simple.
That's right.
Okay? I can say yes to Burger King or no to Burger King. I can say yes to a salad or no to a salad. I
Right.
can say yes to diet soda or no to diet soda. I can say yes to living water or no to living water. I can say yes to all that sugar that Patricia talked about, or I
Mm-hmm.
can say yes to a sweet potato.
Come on.
It's simple.
Yes.
It's the power of choice. I'm gonna send it back to you, Dolores.
Awesome. Awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. So we are here talking about health and wealth and really getting your mind together, making wise decisions, and then acting on those wise decisions to balance and prioritize living a healthier life, being grateful, and doing some things to allow us to live on this earth as long as we can. We also talked about things, your mindset, hatred or unforgiveness, all of that plays a part in your health. And then with a combination of your wealth, your attitude, the way you think, the way you have things going on in your life, decisions you make, that is just phenomenal. So this Mr. Anthony and Miss Patricia have great resources for you to share or to help get your life in a better, positive momentum flow. And so we're going to go back. Thank you, Anthony. We're going to go back to Miss Patricia and allow you to share how people can get connected with you and the things you do. And then we'll come back to Mr. Anthony and then we'll end with that. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Okay, there you go.
Okay, and I just want to say a couple of things to build on what Anthony was saying.
Sure.
Because health and wealth are they are connected. But I always tell my clients and friends, people want power and they want freedom. Power is love and freedom is forgiveness. If a person chooses to forgive a person or situation, they can no longer be controlled. If a person chooses not to forgive, then they will continue to be controlled. One is broken. No one needs fixing. Every single person in the world is a child of the Creator. There is nothing greater than that. We can't be better. We can do better. But people have wounds and they have imbalances. As you heal the wounds and balance out the imbalances, your vibration rises. The highest vibration is consciousness at one with the Creator. And freedom is for you, not the people or situations that did things to you. And the 3-step process, I talk about that and do that all the time with anything, with healing, with finances, with everything. First thing is acknowledging that there is a problem, that you benefit from helping, but that's not enough. Then you have to accept it. And then take action. It's a 3-step process with everything that we do. Acknowledge, acceptance, and then take action. And again, to expound on Anthony, I tell my clients, everything that you put in or on your body is either going to increase your life force or decrease it. It's just a matter of degree. And there's nothing that has no reaction. So nylon, polyester, synthetic clothing has petroleum in it. That's the same thing that you put in your gasoline. So putting that on your body, you're asking, okay, is this increasing my life or decreasing it? Is that McDonald's burger increasing or decreasing? So that can also help you make a little bit but it is. It's just a choice. Everything is a choice. And the words, the cells in your body pay attention to every single word that you speak. The cells in the body are trying to make everything that you say, everything that you think, the cells are trying to make happen. The brain isn't that smart. The memory is there, but people can only do what they believe. So I use affirmations, which it sounds like Anthony does in the morning. To me, people sit here and you talk yourself into all this negative stuff, talk yourself into positive stuff. I love me now.
Right.
I trust me now. I am safe now. I am deeply, deeply loved. And you say it till you believe it, because the body can only do what a person believes. The mouth can lie, but the body can't. So watch people. Just watch their actions. And Anthony also talked about words. I'm always stopping people. People love to say, oh, they love their child with all their heart. Well, no, if you did, then there's no room to love yourself nor anyone else. So I just tell people, cancel that. I'm in a restaurant. I'm walking down the street, cancel that. And I explain and they're fine. So just letting you know, if you say something that you don't want to happen, you can simply just say, cancel that. And that's enough. But it's about being very aware of your words, because your body's paying attention. And I take it even further. When you go into the Bible, there are 2 things that are required for prayer to work: ask and believe. It shows how powerful your words and thoughts are. That's how prayer is manifested, but that's how you manifest everything in your life.
Love it, love it, love it. So for anyone to connect with you and have a session with you, tell them how they can get connected.
Okay, so you can send me an email at wellness@patcrisp.com or call. I give my cell phone number. I have a landline number, but I give my cell phone number because I travel a lot. I still go back to Maryland, and every 6 weeks. I've been doing that since 2008 when I moved here. I've got clients in every branch of the federal government except the executive branch. So it's much easier to reach me on my cell phone, which is 609-214-4358. My website is www.patcrisp.com. I have an online www.patcrisp.biz. And I have 2 pages on Facebook. I have Discovering Wellness LLC and Patricia Crisp. And I do Facebook usually about twice a day. I do it in the morning and then I do it in the evening. But I post positive things, things that are going to help people. I firmly believe that every single person on this earth, we were put here to enjoy this journey. And that is what I do. I help people enjoy this journey. I help people heal. And I look at the mental, the physical, the spiritual, and the energetic properties. And all of that affects finances.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for that. And Mr. Anthony, would you share how people can stay connected with you?
Absolutely. I'm just going to make a quick statement. Excellent job, Patricia. And I will say this.
Thank you.
You're welcome, my friend. What I find also is that our culture, we have an abundance of emotions and not an abundance of strategy, planning, and management. Let me say that again. We have an abundance of emotions in our culture. But what I find that we don't have an abundance of strategy, planning, and management. Okay? So let me give you a little information about this to be able to reach me. You can call me on my cell phone, because this is a family affair. So my cell phone number is 678-907-3135, 678-907-3135. I do have a website if you want to build wealth, if you're serious about building wealth, because many times in our community, we start back off with ground zero because we don't leave anything. But we can stop that, okay? We can stop that today. So we have a whole menu of financial services to help you to destroy debt, because you need tools in your toolbox to get it done. Not just about emotions, you need to have tools. I don't care if it's eliminating debt, paying off your house in 5 years, destroying credit card debt, building up your credit score, all these different things. We have even a youth financial literacy program, Dolores. I never shared it with you.
Okay.
We have a youth financial literacy program that we give millions of dollars to young people, online course teaching them about money. So all that's on my website. If they're interested in mastering their finances, I will give you that website right now. It is www.myuwe.net / the letter A, and my last name is Stroman, Stroman. Again, www.myuwe.net / A Stroman. That stands for United Wealth Education, because we're doing this globally in the next couple of weeks. And so you can look at that. And on the last part I'll leave, because I've been to a school to become a certified hydration specialist. I'm gonna give you that website too, for those who understand the power of living mineral-rich water. That's the number one drink, by the way, that God wants you to drink. It's not Coca-Cola. I throw that in there for the extra charge. Okay, so www.zooma with an X, XOOMA.com / the word healing. So that's www.zooma.com / and the word healing. So if you want to drink the greatest drink on the planet, you can go to that website. And I do a lot of classes. I have like 3 classes a week, and then I do virtual things. So you got my cell number. I'd be happy to send you the information of all my classes. On Monday, we have a Universal Principle of Success class for business people. Tuesday, Healing is Easy for the Kingdom Health Education class every Tuesday for the church and community. Thursday, we have my empowerment class where we teach business people and have guest speakers on there all over the world. And then on Saturdays, we have virtual conferences. So we're here to, we're not here just to make a living. We're here to make a difference. We want to raise the standard of living for people around the world. So Dolores, again, my dear sister, thank you so much for the opportunity. Enjoy the rest of your birthday. And it's been a pleasure to be with you and Patricia. It is an honor. Thank you so very much.
You are very welcome. Thank you all as well. This has been phenomenal. And I pray that the listeners are and the viewers are watching and listening and taking action as well. They have laid before you a lot of great information dealing with basically working on yourself, being the best person you can be, and the resources and the connections as well, and things to do to keep your mind positive, to meditate in the morning, to find you a good place just to enjoy life, and then find out what it is that you need to do and have yourself in the best place that you can be as well. So thank you, Miss Patricia, and thank you, Anthony. Make sure you guys stay connected with them. I am so excited. They are a double duo, but they have great information, and it's really for us to get ourselves in a situation where we really change our mindset and get out of the negative thinking and think positive and do things that will better our lives, better our family, better our churches, better our communities. And that way we'll all be better and can live an abundant life. And so thank you all so much for coming on. Again, this is Dolores Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you stay connected to the number one Divine Connector. And if you want to give me a shout out for my birthday, feel free to do so. Cash App is below. If you want to give me a word of encouragement, that is always good as well. All right. So thank you all. We're going to go to our sponsors. So hold tight. Thank you again, Miss Patricia and Anthony, for coming on today. You guys are phenomenal, and I appreciate you.
Thank you for the invitation.
Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. All right, you guys stay tuned.
Divine Connections Magazine. Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.